there's a little story for you. I bought a new PC on the weekend. It was in-store pickup. In-store pickup. By the way, I have to plant my flag first here. Wells Fargo, i.e. this is in California. Wide-angle lens flare. Yep, I'm thinking it's the new Matrix. Anyway, give me a second here. So I bought a new PC on Saturday. And it had in-store pickup. That's fine. Doesn't bother me. I enjoy getting out of the house a little bit. 3 seconds after I ordered it, it was like it's ready to pick up. That was on Saturday. Couldn't make it on Saturday. Like I bought it during the window that I had to do something while my daughter was at an activity. Sunday, didn't get around to it. Monday, a holiday. So I said, Tuesday, I got to pick it up. Because they said, pick it up within 3 days or we'll cancel your order. So I drive 35, 40 minutes out to the computer shop. And I get there and they're like, what's your order pickup number? And I give it to them, and they go, okay, let me check the back. And then the dude goes out into the back. With my kid, by the way, with my kid who hates driving. So, like, this was already, it was kind of nasty. But I bargained with her. I took some Calpico in the car. I took some goldfish in the car. Loaded her up, drove all the way out there. He goes and checks the cage. He's like, it's not in the cage, but I think I can see it. I'm going to go around to the warehouse and bring it out. I say, no problem. He's gone 5-10 minutes. I'm busting my rotator cuff or something like that, trying to help my daughter hit like a double jump inside of the store. He comes out and he's like, I'm not sure what's going on, but we can't find your order. I'm not sure why it was marked ready. Let me talk to my manager. So then he goes and talks to his manager, and his manager comes over and is like, oh, actually, okay, so it was a mistake that it was marked ready for pickup. But we have it. We just need to do a reset on it so it's like good to go. And I said, that's no problem. How long will that take? And he was like, it might take a few hours. So we recommend that you come back later. And I said, you know what? That's no problem. Shit happens. Okay? So I load up my daughter in the car. I'm like, I'll just come back tomorrow. While we're driving home, she's like, I got to go potty. So it's like 4:30 p.m. I pull into a coffee shop, buy a coffee that I know I can't drink because if I drink it, I won't fall asleep. Get the bathroom code. She goes in the bathroom. I go in the bathroom. We get the coffee. I'm not touching it. I'm putting the coffee in the far cup holder so that I don't drink it. Made the drive all the way home. Get home. I swear to you, one missed call 2 minutes before I got into the garage. And it said, hey, your order is ready if you want to come pick it up. As I had just, like, literally, if it had been like a 2-hour wait and just me, that's no problem. I would have gone to the mall. I would have maybe gone to the bookstore or something like that. That's no issue whatsoever. But me and my kid, I'm like, I got to get them home. You know, they need to eat some spaghetti for dinner. I got to make sure, because school's starting this week. We got to get it going. So we go again. We go tonight. And but I teched it. I put the coffee in the fridge. I had the coffee this morning. So the coffee wasn't a complete waste. With her again? Yes, with her again. It's gonna kind of suck. Anyway, sorry to regale you with that story. But anyway. And by the way, don't be annoying. I won't have time to set up the new PC until Saturday. So there will not be a new PC ARC on stream until Monday at the earliest. Saturday, I've blocked out a little part of the afternoon to get it set up. Which is why I was not like too pissed off at the store. Because I was like, it's not like I was like, oh, I really know I'm going to miss out on Deadlock Season 0. I was just like, whatever, man. I'm playing the Dles tomorrow. So I think there's a chance this is the Matrix Resurrections, man. It's obviously not. I think there's a chance this is, it's widescreen. You know what this looks like? This looks like The Rock. This looks like when they do the, they do the heist at the military base at the start of The Rock. It looks like it might be Mulholland Drive. But I think this is a red herring. But I'm going to put it anyway because you have to put it. Steve Buscemi, Los Angeles. Steve Buscemi, Los Angeles. That's not young Buscemi either. That's like, that might be late 90s, early You're freaking me out because you look like someone. Who do you look like, man? 1 second. You're freaking me out, dude. Chad, who does this look like? And it might not be fair because it might be a guy I know. It might not be like a guy you know. It might just be a guy that I know. Who do you look like? This is freaking me out, man. This is freaking me out. Maybe Elijah Wood. I think you might have gotten me with Elijah Wood. People saying Tom Waits. I worry for you. He has a hat on and an orange button-up shirt. He looks nothing like Tom Waits. Tom Waits has forehead wrinkles you could swipe a credit card through, which is fair because he's like literally 80 years old. You look like someone and you're freaking... But I think you're like an internet guy. You look like an internet guy, but I don't know who it is, man. Bill Skarsgård! You're so real! That's Bill Skarsgård! %. I don't know what this is. Is this... I do know what this is. This is the Ralph Fiennes movie directed by Catherine Bigelow. Oh, it should be in my head. I can see his long hair. Oh wait, no, never mind. It's Escape from LA. What movie was I thinking of, chat? I was thinking of Strange Days. You're right. I was thinking of... Let me see if people were guessing Strange Days on this one. Nope. Not at all. Pulp Fiction is an insane guess, but... It looks like Jeff in the GameStop at the mall. That's what it's all about, man. That's what it's all about. Dude, at drop-off today, I talked so much sports. Oh, it felt so good. All the dads, we didn't get our fantasy football league going, but all the dads who wanted to play fantasy football got into like different leagues. We were all talking about our drafts. I was like, how did you do in your draft? Dude said he got Saquon Barkley. I said, that's pretty good. Then he said he was pick 2. I said, paid him a little lip service. I was like, I don't know if I would have taken Saquon pick 2 personally. It depends who goes 1. If you're in like a normal PPR league, I don't know who goes 1 in a normal PPR league. Maybe Bijan Robinson? Jamar Chase. Yeah, Jamar Chase makes sense. That makes more sense. How'd your draft go? Yahoo AI gave me an A+. Tyrod Taylor has been the Week 1 starting QB for the Bills, Browns, Texans, and this AFC team, the Jaguar. It's Jaguar week, y'all. Never mind. Since getting drafted 10th in 2018, this current Knicks player has never missed a game. Current Knicks player, Karl Anthony Towns. He's probably missed like 200 games. The 4th longest active playoff drought belongs to this franchise who's... Okay, anytime there's a stat that's like, this team hasn't made the playoffs, but every time they make it, they win, it's the Marlins. Never mind, y'all. Never mind. The most populated city that's part of the political union known as the European Union? I would assume it's Paris. Country. I would assume it's Germany then. Huge pivot. That is that's John Bernthal for sure, who looks so much like a Virtua. If you just take his face off, he looks so much like a Virtua Fighter character. And then you are Elizabeth Banks. I did that. It revealed itself to me immediately after I removed John Bernthal's head. That's Elizabeth Banks, 100%. That's a crazy hairline, man. That's messed up. You know what? The only other place I've seen this this hairline is the guy who played Flash in Spider-Man 2002. who was probably at the time, I was like, yeah, that's what a high school senior looks like. But watching the movie now, I'm like, he's actually like at least 32 years old in the movie. But helps build strong bodies 8 ways are slogans associated with this brand of sliced bread. That's got to be Dave's Killer Bread. Never mind. This former SNL cast member was the star and creator of Portlandia. That's my goat. Fred Armisen. Fred Armisen's on my SNL Mount Rushmore. I don't know if he's done anything funny on SNL ever, but I love Fred Armisen. Even his stand-up for drummers, which is not funny, is really funny. I don't know if there's a single joke in the entire special, but I love it for some reason. I don't know. I love Fred Armisen, man. What are you doing here? I like Portlandia too. Fred Armisen is horrendous. They hate to see a quirked up guy from New York. This is how the Ramones play the drums. Shut the fuck up. I know he's always, but when I'm watching it, I'm never laughing, but I am like, damn, that is how the Ramones play the drums, man. Sam Jones played a football star and defender of Earth in this cult classic 1980 space opera superhero film. That's got to be Flash. Ah. These wounds won't seem to heal. The pain is just too real. I mean, I have to assume it's Wake Me Up Inside, but it's possible it could be Going Under. I just don't want to hear the whole song in my head. Guns all in you, I'm falling up, falling up. Wake Me Up? It's not Wake Me Up, y'all. It's My Immortal. I don't know that. I wasn't on Tumblr, bro. That one's a VC. Wake me up when it's all over. When I'm wiser. I know that. I've heard that one on Ubers before. All this time I was finding myself. Didn't know I was lost. I know that one. I will say, Northern Europe is not beating the stereotypes. When our cruise docked in, I think it was Haugesund, Norway, which is a town population like 15,000. They had a dude in a like a quarter zip DJing to welcome us to southwestern Norway, and he was doing like nobody was dancing or anything, but he was hitting the turntables and going like. I was like, that's not something they just pretend to be into. Like they love the DJs, man. I don't get it at all, but more power to you. I do not understand it, but fair enough, man. I don't know. I'm from the land of guitars. At least the land plus generation of guitars. This shit is pissing me off. Wednesday, Nes Genesis, maybe not. Alf, things that come before Alpha. These are acronyms, maybe. VHS, NES, MTV, and ALF. 1980s associated acronyms. Oh, shit. This is a kind of iced tea. Oh, the start, the birth, the dawn, and the genesis. What is the beginning of something? The combine? No, combine. Combine, bond, fuse, and wed. And these are all May, dude. Mayday, Maypole. Shout out Ari Aster. Mayfly. Shout out Belle and Sebastian. And Mayflower. Making friends on the Disney cruise, telling them I also love Belle and Sebastian. You know the type of shit I'm on? That was a good one. The connectler. I forgot the mini doesn't work anymore. subscribe to play the mini. I think you'll find that I'll just go to your page once per day and fuck it, infinitesimally raises your server costs. Nani's Dolce Almond Dark Chocolate Cioccolati Biscotti. Gonna try that again, Roddy. Nani's Dolce Almond Dark Chocolate Cioccolati Biscotti, 25 count. Back to you, Drew. 25 Almond Dark Chocolate Cioccolati Biscottis. A matcha latte at the Labubu rave. I think this is $10.99. I don't think they got you paying more than 50 cents per biscotto. Yeah, that seems about right to me. Fermi stays undefeated, $9.99. Full set. Cioccolati Biscotti, full set. Less Games update number 2. Yo! Today we're excited to release Less Games 2. I clicked off the patch notes. Fuck. They Okay, I don't want to talk about this one. Let's just click through it. Which has more monthly searches? LGBTQ? Not even close, man! Get me out of here. More monthly streams. Zendaya or Rihanna? It's Rihanna for sure. John Bellion. Is he one of the sidemen? It's Rihanna. Logan Paul. Wow. You know what? You do not have to hand it to Logan Paul. He kind of nailed the album cover, though. He has one song that I know. And the one song that I know is It's Every Day, bro. I have to imagine. But he has podcasts. Do podcasts count as streams? That's Jake Paul? Oh, that's Jake Paul. Okay, he clears. He clears. I'm going to say Bot clears Logan Paul, but it's pretty close. The real question that I would ask about the number of Bach streams is what percentage of these Bach streams are like, oh, I could really go for some Bach right now? And what percentage of them are like, we have company coming over, put on the Bach? We have to trick our friends into thinking that we're cultured people who listen to classical music for fun. It's got to be Denzel Curry, right? He gets mugged by Johann Sebastian Bach, bro! Higher rating. Dune clears 13 Assassins. That's the wrong Dune! The poster loaded too slowly! That's a scam. Okay, Less Games, I saw you posting in chat. You posted the patch notes in chat. You scammed me. You scammed me. I want a replay today. I want you to go in, find my session data, and delete it so I can do it again. Okay? Because that's a damn scam. I'm not clearing my damn cookies. They can clear their damn cookies. I'm getting a new PC. There's no shot I'm clearing the cookies. This whole thing's going into the industrial paper shredder. If the new PC gets set up Saturday at 2 p.m., this is hitting the paper shredder at 2:02. Get ready. Don't worry, Origin. No, it's not. Okay. Did they make the globe bigger? South America didn't used to be this big in global. Am I being gang stalked? Do you hate me? Cuba. Not even close. But not that far. A fucking, like an Uruguay would go kind of crazy here. Never mind. How about like, Mali, feel the good vibrations? So many females, so much inspiration. Togo? Algeria. Libya. Fuck you, man. Are you serious? Spain? Oh my god. Portugal. Mystery country is Portugal. Still lower the average a little bit. Well, it was fucking Libya's. I like that one. That's not me. Don't give your +2s to the other guy. Okay, this is just where I'm like, you know what? This game might be over. This is a petri dish full of agar that they fucked up the culture on. So there's like 4 dots after a week. Like that's you. I don't even know if you can see this. So like you're just trying too hard, is what I would say. The one thing I would think of is that maybe this is the Federated States of Micronesia, because this Nesia is as micro as any. Okay, well then now things become a problem. Maybe it's the Solomon Islands. That's like Solomon Islands have been good to me ever since I was a lowercase g. Any chance you're like Vanuatu? Are you South Georgia and the South Sandwich Islands? No, that's a stupid ass guess, man. Are you like, what the hell's even going? Heard Islands? I know the Heard Islands are down here some. So just equidistant between Heard Island and South Georgia and the South Sandwich Islands, huh? Kiribati? Any chance this is what Kiribati looks like? That's the Cook Islands, people. That's the Cook Islands. Christmas, Easter? Yeah, I think they're cooking. Someone is anyway, because I'm eating. May 17th, 2024. That's last year, man. Paramount Pictures last year, not Top Gun Maverick, starring Kaylee Fleming. A story you have to believe to see. No, man. Right? Oh, it's If, the imaginary friend movie. I thought for sure it was going to be like God's Not Dead 6 or something like that. Story you have to believe to see. This one, and dude, I'm stunned I haven't seen it yet. I mean, it's got Ryan Reynolds in it. It's got John Krasinski behind and in front of the camera. Bobby Moynihan. Introducing Bobby Moynihan. Bobby Moynihan's in this, in case you didn't glean that. 20th Century Fox. Bad Legs Week 2. It's like close to Memorial Day weekend. This is kind of, they're probably releasing what they thought was some heat. Starring Owen Teague. No One Can Stop the Rain. I'm not sure if it's a great week for movies. It's a heater week for taglines, though. And Freya Allen in a Wes Ball movie. It's Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. Maybe it is a heater of a weekend. Kingdom. I'm surprised Kingdom had such bad legs, man. KD was in this. Damn, man. He's had a crazy year. This shit came out like right in the middle of the season, too. He should have been getting ready for the play-in. I guess the Suns were kind of cooked by this time last year. Lionsgate, starring Metal. The gang's all here. Horror thriller, They Don't Need a Reason. And Froy Gutierrez. After the car breaks down, a young couple are forced to spend the night in a remote cabin. 3 masked strangers who strike with no mercy and seemingly no motives. Directed by the GOAT, Rennie Harlan, who is still dragging his heels on making Cliffhanger 2. That's The Strangers Chapter 1. Any news on The Strangers Chapter 2? They put their flag in this one. I saw a trailer recently. Oh, so they're going through with it. Okay. Universal, 62 million, full set. Ryan Gosling last year, it's The Fall Guy. Heard this was pretty good. I think I was too harsh on this movie. I saw this was in my my cinema arc where I was like, my kid is 3. I get to go back to the movies, and I saw Exuma and Dune Part 2 in the span of 2 weeks, and I was like, the movies are back. I saw this trailer 2 times, and I was like, overexposed. I'll never see it, but I heard it was pretty good. And also, I think that was like the second last time I've been to a movie theater, even though I want to go. The last time was definitely the Minecraft movie, but Amazon MGM, but it's not James Bond. Starring Zendaya? Did Amazon publish Challengers? Challengers? No, wait, I gotta know. Drama, romance, sport. They did. Publish is not the accepted term, by the way. I guess distribute, but there you go. Challengers. Great movie. You think some shit like that is happening at the US Open right now? I expected it to do better. It's always destined to be like it made $1 billion on Twitter, let's put it that way. Great movie. I really like Challengers. They are all sucking each other off. I haven't seen the movie. Libby, you should see it. It's a good movie. Normalize straight men making out with each other once on screen, maybe more. I don't know. Maybe more off screen. You can be straight and kiss your guy friend once. I've never done. I'm saving it. I'm saving it till I befriend a real cutie. I've still got my bubble shield there. I haven't popped it yet. I'm saving it. Too good to use. This is fucking heat, man. So I haven't seen Before the Devil Knows You're Dead, but I have seen Dracula Dead and Loving It 6 to 20 times. And not a single time in the 21st century. That's crazy. Mel Brooks, bro. Mel Brooks. I think it's pretty bad, though. So we got to get the swanky percent is a given. The question is where you connect into Leslie. The easy play is Scary Movie 3, and then you get either Charlie Sheen or Anna Faris, and you kind of, Charlie Sheen's not in maybe he is in the third one. Then you can get into like some normal cinema. So I think here's how you're going to do it. You're going to go Philip Seymour Hoffman. That's going to take you to Fargo. Sorry, that's going to take you to The Big Lebowski. This is book right now. This is book. You don't even need to watch. That takes you to Buscemi, which takes you to Lebowski. That takes you to Nomadland. That takes you to Fargo. Sorry, I'm off my game here. That takes you back to Buscemi. What have I done? Oh, brother, I squandered. And now I'm typing Nomadland on Buscemi again when I should be typing Fargo. And then you go Frances McDormand. And then you go Nomadland. And then you go the Swankster herself. And then you go Nomadland. And then pop out with David Strathairn. Let's go Luckiest Man in America. Okay. Scary Movie 3. Scary Movie 3 is kind of a... It's not easy. It's easy. Johnny Knoxville is in a new movie, but it's not out yet. Or is he in a new TV show? Sweet Dream. Let's see what you've been up to, man. Sweet Dreams. Bobby Lee, Jay Moore, Theo Vaughn. The gang's all here, y'all. The gang's all here. The podcasters. Podcast the movie. I'm trying to get to Charlie Sheen. Or Anna Faris, which means we can get to Seth Rogen. It's so doable. It's Jay Moore. Pay it forward. He gets a car. And then it's the gang's all here, y'all. The gang's all here again. It's Kevin Spacey, Horrible Bosses, gets you into Rogan adjacent territory. There's got to be a Rogan connection, Walt. Keegan-Michael Key is maybe in Sausage, but he's not in Sausage Party. He's got to be in something with Seth Rogen, man. The Bubble is Judd Apatow, so we got to be like right in there. So let's go Iris Apatow, who obviously is in Sausage Party with Seth Rogen, who's in Observe and Report with Anna Faris, who's in Scary Movie 3 with Leslie Nielsen, who's in Dracula Dead and Loving It. Not too bad, not too bad. 2 minutes, 27 seconds. Why not use Airplane? Who the hell am I going to connect to in Airplane? Like Lloyd Bridges? Oh, the dude from Spaceballs. The pilot is the dude from Spaceballs, which is a Mel Brooks movie. Walt. The lady from What About Bob? Nowadays, everybody want to talk like they got something to say, but nothing comes out when they move their lips. Just a bunch of gibberish. Motherfuckers act like they forgot about Bob. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, we're fucking talking, man. Now we're fucking talking. Philadelphia Flyers Hall of Fame. The goat of being evil, Bobby Clark. My evil goat. Hair like a fucking triangle, man. Edmonton Oilers Hall of Fame. It's a damn scam. What's this dude's name that shouldn't be in there? Kevin Lowe. Yeah, you shouldn't be in there. What the hell are you doing in there? Los Angeles Kings Hall of Fame. My goat of being like the 6th most points in NHL history, Marcel Dion. Have I ever said this before? Bro looks a lot like Justin. I've never realized that before in my life. That's Justin, man. That's 100% Justin with the shoe polish hair. The shoe polish hair kind of goes crazy. I tell you, one of my favorite looks I've been seeing a lot lately is like 80-year-old man with a non-gray toupee. I feel like I've been seeing it a lot lately. Like a man whose face is really, really old, which is fine because his face is as old as he is. But then they have like a red toupee or something like that because they had red hair when they were a kid. And I'm like, it's a funny look, man. It's a funny look. Saw a really old guy at work today with jet black hair and a jet black mustache. That's Charles Bronson, bro. You work with Charles Bronson. Oilers, does this mean they've just played a game for them? That's easy, man. Who's that guy who washed out of the Canucks? It's Podkolzin. Yeah, he washed out of the Canucks, and now he's on a 2-time Stanley Cup finalist. Loser. Kings, I mean, obviously you could. Is there a chance Edler didn't retire? Yeah, we'll take Edler on that one. And then Philadelphia 2021 to today. We will not be playing Carter Hard on this. We'll be playing... There's a guy named Sanheim. Sanheim's pretty good, right? Yeah. Oh, dude! Someone pick me, man. Dude, sweet. Someone picked me in the Puckdoku. He's good, man. He's a one-time all-star, I think. Nobody cares about any of this, if we're being honest. Nobody cared about the first ones anyway. Let's end the game. What does mine say? Canucks going to win it all this season? Safe bet. Kind of got robbed last year. Couple of things don't go our way. All of a sudden, we're the 10th seed in the West. Nah, I don't think so. Not going to happen again. Channing Tatum, Oscar-nominated film. It's got to be Foxcatcher. I don't know if he's not the type of fella that's in a lot of stuff that's nominated for Oscar. He's in another one. I don't know what it is. Maybe Smallfoot got nominated for Best Animated Film. Title starts A to H. Well, you know what? 05-2025, give me Smallfoot so I don't forget. Title starts A to H. Ignore the. I'm going to come back to this one. I'm going to come back to this one. Amy Adams, Oscar-nominated film. She's been in a lot, man. There's obviously American Hustle. And then 05 2025. We got to go night, bitch. I am night, bitch. Chris Pratt Oscar nominated film. There's no shot is anything but best adapted screenplay. 05 2025. Fellow like me is always going to play the Tomorrow War. Spent $200 million on the movie just for me to be the only dude who's remembered it, and it's horrible. Title stars A to H, Chris Pratt. Well, there's some obvious ones. There's a lot of obvious ones. What else has he been up to, man? Is he in This Means... That's Chris Pine. Okay. Amy Adams... I mean, you could play a rival, but it's just like it's too easy. What else are you in? The Office Season 1, Episode 6, credited as Purse Girl. Amy Adams. She's been in... She's good in everything. She's in Justice League. She's in Batman vs. Superman, The Dawn of Justice. Which is going to be a surprisingly low percent because lots of people are going to play Arrival or American Hustle. That's just Matrix multiplication there. Channing Tatum, title stars A to H. This one's flicking me. He's in The Jump Streets. He's in Kingsman 2. He's in The Magic Mikes. He's in This Is the End, which is just, 17 letters after H. Channing Tatum. He's in Logan Lucky. Should have played Foxcatcher here. He's in Deadpool and Wolverine. Yes. I thought it would be a higher percent. What's the obvious one I'm missing here? Fly Me to the Moon would have been huge. Hillbilly Effigy is the middle wild card. That's not a real movie. That's you're thinking of Hillbilly Elegy. With Meemaw, you talking about the Meemaw movie? The movie that kind of kickstarted this whole parallel pocket dimension we're in? Chris Pratt, A to H. Well, fuck it, man. Guardians 2. Maybe people will forget he's in that one. Shit. Guardians 2 is number 1. I didn't know he's in the 5-year engagement, man. Up 36%, though. By my lover. All-time Office bit. When Michael Scott breaks up with Jan, and he's listening to Goodbye, My Lover by James Blunt, but he's only listening to the 1-minute free preview on iTunes, so he keeps having to run it back. That show had some heat for a minute, man. That show had some heat. My lover, by my friend.
Dash, a verb meaning to move.
All right, NMix.
Duo, a noun meaning duet.
You know what's a sick word? Duotang. You don't hear it that much like once you're out of school, but duotang is fucking sick, man. Not really that active an ecosystem for adults because you're not getting handed too much shit that's been like 3-hole punched, but when you're in like the 5th grade, the duotang went crazy.
Sweeten, a verb meaning to make sweet.
You're too sweet for me.
Decision, a noun meaning the. Weighted, a verb meaning.
You guys have audio, right? It's not, you don't have it in the US? You don't have duotangs? Duotang is like it's a folder that is very similar to a binder, but instead of the ring clips where you would like clip the paper in, it has 2 prongs. So you make the 3 sets of 2 prongs stand up, put the paper with the 3-hole punch into the prongs, and then put the prongs down. We have it, but we just call it a folder. Well, what if you said, give me a folder, and then I came back with a fucking folder that didn't have the duotang clips in it? You would be like, no, I want one of those folders with the fucking prongs in it. And I'd be like, oh, a duotang. Why didn't you say so, dummy? That's why we came up with that word, man. You need folder and duotang. Does it ever, like, do you ever have any moment of introspection where you realize how much you suck the cock of the status quo bias? Nothing can ever be better. Why do you have 2 words for 2 different things when you could just have 1 word for 2 things, and then if you bring the wrong thing, I'll just send you to get the right thing? You're the fucking king of the status quo bias, man. And I'm talking to all of you.
Legerity. A
Oh,
noun meaning
fuck.
alert, facile quickness of mind or body. Legerette originates from Middle French, rooted in Latin leves for light. Legerity. A noun meaning
Legerity. It's that simple, y'all.
surety. A noun meaning the state of being sure.
Fuck you.
Combination. A noun meaning tissue. A noun meaning
Now they're insulting me.
foible. A noun
Love foible. Great word.
adduced. A verb meaning to offer as example, reason, or proof in discussion or analysis. Adducen is from Middle English, borrowed from Anglo.
Fuck you.
Milieu. A noun meaning
Another great one.
hamadryad. A noun meaning wood nymph. Hamadryad derives from Greek meaning together with a dryad or forest nymph. Hamadryad. A noun meaning wood nymph.
Fuck you.
Nighted. A adjective meaning bright, lustrous. Latin nitidus means shining, bright, or sleek. Nighted. A adjective meaning bright, lustrous.
I gotta try. Even though it was not the right definition, I had to try.
Risorgimento. A noun meaning the 19th century movement for Italian political unity. Risorgere is Italian for rising again, originating from Latin resurgere. Risorgimento. A noun meaning the 19th
Surge, like resurgimento. God damn, man. Surety. Hamadryad. Oh my god. His origin. Oh my god, we were off by an I instead of an O. That's crazy. That's insane. Having non-English words sucks. Whether you find out about the English language, though, like we've been doing that for years, man. We've been stealing words for years. That one friend who's too woke, crediting other languages whenever he uses a loan word in English. It's going to be lemon pepper wings over garbage. That's a given. Loco Moco is insanely good. Hawaiian is, they're cooking with their cuisine in Hawaii, man. Maybe that's self-evident, but Saba Mizoni or Jun? Jun is really good. Something's not, this is like a creep shot, man. It's like a hyper stylized, like Harmony Korine screenshot or something. Something's not, the white balance is all messed up, man. Jun is really good. I don't know if the picture does it justice, but Banbao or Tapenade? Tapenade is really, Tapenade is so good. Are you stupid? Massaman curry clears. Sorry to the French fries. Pierogi poutine. This one I have never had. How could it not be amazing? That seems awesome. And the bacon. The question is, I'm always surprised by the revulsion that the median American has to poutine when they have so many grosser foods and it's literally just like French fries with sauce on them. Is the bacon going to clear? See, like the level of virtue signaling is crazy. The democracy sausage that you get for voting in Australia versus dweji gukbap, which is like pork soup, which is probably amazing. Korean food is fairly glazed, but I feel like it's so funny to me that the kinds of people who are like, oh, I'd love to go to Korea, the food looks amazing, will always be like, ooh, radish. Like it's Venn diagrams like a circle, man. Rice and peas or pisaha appam. I don't know about that one, man. Give me the rice and peas. Stinky tofu. We'll go with the other one. The news tort or the capsalon? I'll go with the news tort. That was really close. Lost to the average, man. But I feel like I beat the average spiritually. Because to be honest with you, I don't really care what the consensus is for pierogi poutine. Like if you didn't vote for pierogi poutine, I don't think you were voting honestly. I think you were voting with airs. Wonton wrappers. Fat Joe be like, I'm going to say this is China. No, I see like baguette too. This might be crazy. I'm gonna go Singapore. Oh, I'm stupid. China? Oh, that's the Philippines. That's the Philippines. Should have known, man. Should have known. This is biscuits and gravy. America was cooking with this one. Maybe they got to upgrade their cameras a little bit, but that's from the United States of America. Sausage gravy, yum. 65%. Again, honestly, I'm defending America. You know, it takes a lot for me to do that. But it's not that I'm a fan of America necessarily. I'm just a fan of authenticity and honesty. It's one of the best tasting foods that's ever been invented. 35% of people saying pass is insane. That's more offensive to me. What are they talking about? And don't hit me with the, like, it's bad for you. Because, like, a lot of this shit is bad for you. The dumplings are not good for you. It's so bad for you, I wouldn't eat it. You better have abs. That's my, and it might not be fair, but that's the watershed you have to pass if you're going to say, I wouldn't eat this shit. You have to have abs. If you have abs, good for you. You're doing what you need to do to keep the abs. If you don't have abs, and you're like, I wouldn't eat this, I feel like you're putting on airs. You could cut something else that doesn't taste as good as sausage gravy to eat a single bite of sausage gravy. You can eat healthy and not have abs. Yeah, but that's what like people who don't eat that healthy say. They're always like, I eat healthy, I just don't have abs. And I'm like, it can't be that healthy or you'd probably have abs. I think you'd have abs if you ate as healthy as you're pretending to eat. -2, -2, -2. I'm warmed by the divine light of the Almighty, okay? You can't go to hell for saying the truth. So I'm sorry. Your -2s mean nothing to me. They're bouncing off the armor. Ping, ping, ping. I don't believe you. I'm not killing the ab game, but that's because I eat healthy like almost all day. Then 4 days a week, around 8:45 p.m., I just start shoveling granola into my mouth. I'm like, maybe I'll have a little granola before bed. And then before you know it, that adds up. It's not like you can't just be like, that doesn't count. That counts, man. It's going through the pipes. Granola's healthy? Not when you're eating as much of it as I am for no reason. Milk, flour, eggs, sugar, rennet, almonds, cream butter, vanilla. And then people are going to be like, ooh, that looks good. I wouldn't touch that gravy. You know how fatty it is? Yum! Ice cream! Ice cream is good, though. You're not wrong about that. That being said, I think you have the light of artifice in your heart. That's offensive to me. I don't know, the United Kingdom, they have dishes that look like this in the United Kingdom. Northeast of the United Kingdom. Norway? Borders, bro. To the southeast? Depends where, I guess I gotta start Denmark. It doesn't border Denmark, does it, y'all? Yeah, I don't think it borders Denmark now that I think about it. I would eat that for sure. 93. Explain it. Explain it to me. Show it to me, Rachel. Doesn't make any sense. The same logic you could apply to the sausage gravy applies to this. It looks better? Nah, you're lost. You got time to save yourself, but you're lost for now. We beat the average anyway. The white gravy looks gross. Lots of people who are saying it looks gross probably don't look the best themselves. That's one. Boom. So I caught you unawares. You didn't have your guard up. You didn't have your hands up. Secondly, Lots of the most delicious foods on the planet look like cum and diarrhea. It does. It's. I no longer take you serious if you're 30 years old and you're like, oh, I wouldn't eat that. It looks like diarrhea. So does curry. Every curry on the planet looks like diarrhea. It tastes delicious. Fuck you. Grow up. Ridiculous. Spicy chicken breck. Spicy chicken bucket. We're going spicy chicken bucket by a mile. Now, this, eat the rich. The most offensive part of this is the Nescafe. Never stood a chance against Japan. Cachorro de Rosario. A little too much mayonnaise for a fellow like me, but I appreciate they're doing something with it. Versus the chorizo bop with fries. You ever have that thing where you read a word and you're like, whoa, they spelled fries wrong? And then you read it again and you're like, F-R-I-E-S. Wait, that's right. But it looks wrong. And then you're like, this is it. I'm about to have a stroke. And it has never been the time that I'm going to have a stroke yet. But one day it probably will be. I don't want to hold my arms over my head because I have sweaty armpits right now. My speech is not slurring. I can hold my arms over my head. What's the other one? My face isn't drooping any more than normal. I think we're back. I think this wins, man. Oh my God, 90%. Fair enough. Chicken and chips with curry sauce, mate, or a salt and chili chicken pie. Pie Sports exclusive pie. And the pie looks pretty good, man. It's hard to beat meat on fries, though. Oh. Pulled pork and beef sandwiches with gravy. Again, not to be the most patriotic streamer when it comes to America, a country I don't even live in. This is not a good pulled pork sandwich, bro. That's not a good pulled pork sandwich. America does it better. And the sausage gravy. Oh, wait, 2 pints? 2 pints. Yeah, you sold me with the 2 pints. Yang Yam chicken, it clears for sure. It's going to win by a mile. Sausage in a newspaper, kind of crazy. This is generated by AI. It's not real. This looks good. I don't care who. I get that it's 10 pounds. But that, to me, this looks like 10 pounds of food at a fucking Major League Soccer game. That looks about right to me. You split it with your homie. You guys are all pleased. But then you're like, it's a gut bomb, but still, the breakfast wrap is really hard to beat. It's one of the most glazed genres of food on the planet. Crab meat sandwich and fries. I trust it a little bit because it's Maryland, but still, it is quite expensive. We're going to go with a decent-looking double cheeseburger. Cheeseburger Japan! Hot dog versus donor burger. Sperm donor burger, judging by how it looks. That being said, I'll eat that shit. I don't care. What do we do today? 8? 8's not too bad. We got the freebies at least. The type of shit you be eating at Uma Musume and give you a debuff. Don't even talk to me about this fucking game, man. This fucking game pissing me off. 1100 speed, 1200 stand. Medro McQueen can't win the Ura finale because she's got a deficit of power. Well, okay, let me take a card from speed and put it on the power. Now you don't have enough speed to be a long ace anymore. What's the point, bro? What's the point? Makes me sick. By whooping would-be suitors in wrestling, Genghis Khan's great-great-granddaughter amassed 10,000 of what critter? I don't know why I want to say kangaroo, man. Maybe I'll say cat. More than 5,000 years ago, people in modern-day Central Asia domesticated what pack animal that's been drawn on many a middle school folder? I mean, this is like Family Feud now. What animal is most likely for a middle schooler to doodle? When I hear pack animal, I want to say elephant. But I don't think people are drawing that many elephants. They're more drawing like tiger. Maybe tiger? Mr. Ed is a horse. Oh my God. Horse? Horse is the... Why is everyone acting like I'm stupid? Pack of tigers? I don't know, man. I've never doodled a horse. When I doodle car. If my daughter says draw something, 100% of the time I'm drawing a car. I'm a car drawer when it comes to doodling. And despite mostly drawing cars, they've looked exactly the same level of shittiness since like the 3rd grade. They look horrible. They're all like 1980s style sedans that are boxy as fuck. The windows don't line up right. Like the steering wheel always looks like a fucked up little like pilot's yoke. Elon's like, run that back. I'm not even gonna say this shit, man. Archipelago. Rio de Janeiro isn't really on a river, but rather the entrance to Guanabara Canal. Oakland and San Francisco have been linked by an underwater route called the Trans-What Tube Bay. That is the only thing that makes sense there. Brevity is the soul of wit comes from what play? That's fucking Claudius and Hamlet, bro. Are you trolling me? I know everything about Hamlet except that its most famous soliloquy is to be or not to be. What Texan got an Emmy nod as McCain campaign strategist Steve Schmidt in Game Change? I don't know. Matthew McConaughey? He's from Texas. What a Hunger Games vet played Beckett in Solo, a Star Wars story? Woody Harrelson? Sounds about right. Thomas Rhett put out a single about enjoying what beverage with Jesus? Beer? Beer with Jesus? The answer is beer. Beer with Jesus. Shakespeare mentioned. Diego Guiga. I've been thinking about upping my Shakespeare game a little bit. I've been thinking about reading some Shakespearean plays. How didn't you get horse from Mongolia? Well, why would you need to beat someone in wrestling to get a horse in Mongolia? Like, wouldn't you just be like, just go to the store? You're Genghis Khan's great-great-granddaughter. Can't you just go to the store and be like, here's some ducats or whatever? Here, have like half of Hungary. Give me some horses. Also, thank you, by the way, for saying horses are not critters. Tigers are also not critters. We've already established that my answer is wrong. Now I'm taking issue with the way that they posed me the question. My answer is wrong. You don't need to come up with more reasons that it's wrong. It's wrong because it's not right. We don't need to go through the rigmarole. Sort these various Met-related numbers from largest to smallest. Number of years ago that a meteor struck Earth leading to the extinction of dinosaurs. So that's like 65 million. The budget for When Harry Met Sally, I'm going to say 5 million. The highest paid player for the New York Mets, probably under 65 million. Number of people who live in the New York Metro is probably like 10, 15 million. Most expensive painting ever purchased by the Metropolitan Museum of Art. Could it be between 10 and 65? I don't know. Most expensive dress probably cost more than When Harry Met Sally. Send it. I think it's a swap and a swap. Okay, I can live with that. 66. The painting was 45. Buon Insegna. He's not even in my coffee table book, so they overpaid as far as I'm concerned. Now, if you paid 45 million USD for Titian's Bacchus, I would respect that because that painting is a banger. Such a banger, the Crash Test Dummies used it as one of their album covers. 34 million. That seems low to me, man. That seems low. How much was A-Rod making on that first deal with the Texas Rangers, man? He was making 25. That was like 25 years ago, too. Should get a life, man. 20 people in New York. Harry Met Sally, 16 million. Billy Crystal was a fucking draw, man. I didn't know. And I'm the type of guy to think of Rembrandt's the best painting to ever exist. You're not a real NL head. I made it past Rembrandt in my coffee table book, and I was like, this dude is not really that good. I'm not really that impressed, honestly. The only reason I'm impressed is because people tell you you have to respect him. But I was looking at the Rembrandt paintings, and I was like, this isn't even that good. Who clears? El Greco fucking clears. He's got some sauce. Titian clears. Okay. I'm trying to think about who else we got. Botticelli clears. Vermeer, I haven't gotten there yet. Peter Paul Rubens clears. Fucking Jan van Eyck clears. Caravaggio, thank you. I mean, you guys are you're way. Albrecht Dürer, I don't know. Got a ways to go. Monet, oh, the original. Dürer's got the best engravings. Sorry, if it's not painting or sculpting, I don't give a shit. Sorry. Look at Bruegel. You think I don't know Peter Bruegel the Elder? The dude who looks like Rip Van Winkle? Nominative determinists always be like, oh yeah, then how do you explain Rip Van Winkle? Which has a higher percentage of people who are gay and living with their spouse. It's Nashville, bro. 100%. It correlates like 1-to-1 with the rise of HGTV shows. And I'm pretty sure because they used to all be filmed in Vancouver, okay? And then something happened. I don't know if too many people were loving it in Vancouver and not enough people were listening it. They moved to Nashville. All those shows are in Nashville now, so it's 1-to-1. That's easy. Higher percentage of people in the arts, Minneapolis. Craig Finn and the other 13 dudes in the Hold Steady single-handedly clear. Higher percentage of people who have at least an undergrad, we're going to say the Beltway in Virginia. Who voted more for Biden? New York or Louisiana? I'm going to say New York. I got a hunch on that one. More adults with high blood pressure. Ooh, that's an interesting one. They do be eating a lot of French fry sandwiches around this part of the world. Then the Southwest has, well, I don't know. The Southwest is like smoking cigarettes in a casino at 5 a.m. and you can't tell me nothing. But then it's also like, hey, wake up, bitch, we're hiking. I'm going to go Reno. Oh, fuck. That's got to be close, though. This is the easiest juxtastat of all time, man. 30 versus 33%. Come on. I want to meet the 2% that thought Louisiana voted more for. I guess they're probably just not from North America, but like still. That's fair enough. If someone was like, who voted more for Ursula von der Leyen in the EU election? Fucking Baden, Switzerland, or Paris, France, I'd be like, I don't know. I don't know at all, man. You don't vote? You don't vote for the leader of the EU is unelected? She's elected, but not by the populace. There's a commission. She's elected by the EU Parliament. This is crazy, man. Maybe it's, given the way things are going, maybe it's better that way. Oh, yeah, what's up? All right, we're back. That's the stat. Go back to kind of hard golf. Do you hear that? It was like a bird or something, man. Oh! As soon as that shit left my hand, I knew it was perfect. That one, on the other hand, we kind of oversold a little bit, but now we could go the other way, but I think some risks are worth taking, y'all. Whatever. Oh, fuck. Oh, no! Yo, Guiga, do you think we should start dollar cost averaging into the lottery? I wanna run some lottery stuff by you, okay? Not a ridiculous. I don't think I'm gonna win the lottery. Let's start right there. But I think it might be fun. Buy a ticket for each draw, and then check the numbers and be like, oh, maybe I'll win. Like that could be worth like $6 twice a week. But the other reason, and this is not fair. This is like contrarian, but the other reason I wanna buy lottery tickets is because people say that the lottery is a tax on the stupid. It would go so hard to be like, oh yeah, how stupid is it to have $60 million that I won from the lottery, bitch? It would go so crazy to to do a money spread on someone who said the lottery's an idiot tax and be like, well, tax this, buddy. There's more where that came from. That would go so crazy. Because I was looking it up this morning, and it Google returned a search from like our Vancouver, the Vancouver subreddit, that was like, do you play the lottery in Vancouver? And so many people left comments that I consider despicable. Like the most despicable that showed up often was, no, the lottery's a tax on stupid people. That being said, I do gamble now and then. I do put a little bit of money on sports, and occasionally I'll play a slot machine. And I'm like, that's way worse, dude. One dude wrote a comment that said, like, I gamble on sports, but I would never play the lottery. It seems stupid to gamble when you don't have an advantage. And I'm like, you don't, do you work for the team? Like, what do you mean you have an advantage in sports gambling? James Holzhauer's not posted on r/Vancouver, man. Like, the dude was really like, wow, I don't have a system. But I will say there was like, there were some cursed auto-completed like Google results. Like one was, what are the luckiest numbers you can have for the BC lottery? And I was like, if you're searching that, like you should probably not be allowed to buy lottery tickets, because that's not, that doesn't make any fucking sense. But also, are you stupid? If they had a webpage with the luckiest numbers, bro, then everyone would play those and your payout would be proportionally lower. Oh, come on. I think I might start dollar cost averaging into the lottery, man. And it is really not fair. But a lot of it is motivated by the smug, like, know-it-allness of the anti-lottery crowd. Like, I saw another one that was like, it was a calculator, and it was like, on average, you lose 41% of every dollar that you invest in the lottery. And I was like, MJ, huh? You're telling me the lottery is not a good investment? Wow, this is the first I'm ever hearing of this. I guess I'm going to stop putting 12% of my income into the lottery every paycheck. But if you win, will you give me some? We'll spread it around. If we win early, I'll spread it around. If I win like the day before I die, no shot, because that'll probably just make me even. You say this, but people literally do that? Yeah, but I'm like, I guess I'm not trying to be rude. I guess I'm just smarter than that. I think I'll just do it as a laugh. I'll just do it as a lark. Here go two more for y'all. Oh no, we won $60 million again? Oh, whoops. Sorry. Money spread. Let's go band for band. Oh, you don't have that Lotto Max money? Sorry, bro. I guess you lost the argument online. Fuck, that would be so good. I would win so many arguments if I just won the lottery even a single time. Oh, well, oh, that's an appeal to fucking, how my nuts taste? How my nuts taste? 60 million on your forehead. God, that would be sick. You can't lose. You can't lose if you win the lottery, man. Oh, the taxes? You don't even get taxed on lottery winnings in Canada, which is crazy. But also, Googling, it's so aspirational to Google, like, you know, do you pay tax on lottery winnings? Like, if you're Googling that, you've already bought the dream, like Steely Dan. Imagine failing the skill testing question. Dude, do Americans know that? Do Americans know that to win McDonald's Monopoly in Canada and get a free drink, you have to answer, like, what's 9 times 5 minus 3? And you gotta do that shit at the counter with the pen that they give you, man. This is like a 96-degree angle. This is Peter Forsberg. Boiling. 97. 98. 99. No! Are you fucking kidding me, man? It was 100. Oh, boiling. Fire. Hot. Lava. Evil beer salesman at the Toronto Blue Jays game. (1909) introductions, Belgian inventions, plastic brands. Yeah. Your Saran wrap, man. Whatever. There's no shot I'd be making that. Holy cow. Can I get the recipe for this? Jesus Christ. Bakelite. I mean, I'll stop you. I mean, I'm liking the OH groups, don't get me wrong. But I think I'll stop you. Like, that's really all I need right there. I'm going to find out that's like the most toxic solvent ever made for human beings. I thought it was beer. I thought that was ethanol, man. 1909 births, 1997 deaths. Elvis Presley. This is Elvis Presley's manager, who I don't know the name of. Colonel Tom Parker. That's him right there. I know the clip. I know the clip from the Baz Luhrmann movie. I thought the clip was edited the first time I saw it because it's so funny. 1789 introductions that are Dutch cookies that are also waffles. It's a stroopwafel. Nailed it. 1938 deaths, 2018 births. That doesn't really make sense. He's the chief of the Order of the Golden Heart of Kenya, man. Let's be honest, I'm not going to know this. I know this. This is Kofi Annan. My bad, y'all. 1980s American films, African-American comedy dramas that are African-American, that are American comedy dramas, that are independent, that are musicals, that are Italian-American, that are directed by Spike Lee from 89. It's Do the Right Thing. It is Do the Right Thing. We take those. American male characters in television who are scientists and engineers, who are fictional drug dealers. That's Walter White, bro. Wait. Male film? I guess he's probably a fictional highest. Yes, this is Walter White. I was like, film villains, but I guess he's kind of the... I don't see him as a villain. I see him as the good guy because he's the main character, but... 1950s establishments in East Germany. This is East German intelligence agencies. Isn't this like the rise of GRU or whatever? It's the Politburo. It's GRU. Stasi. Who's GRU, man? Who is GRU? GRU is Russia? Despicable, man. She did me despicable with my money, GRU. Archaeological sites in Egypt. Rock-cut tombs. What is the Valley of the Kings? You can suck on that. Alchemical substance. Immortality. Mythological medicines and drugs. What is the water of life? What is the water of life? What is panacea? 1981 songs that are Billboard #1s, written by Paul McCartney and Stevie Wonder. This is Ebony and Ivory, man. It's so funny hearing that this song is like controversial, because the most controversial place you'll hear it these days is probably like on an elevator or something like that. How'd you know that? I was kind of like, I wasn't alive like when it came out, but it still, I was living in like the echo of it. Ebony, Ivory, living in perfect. Dude, that's not too bad. I don't listen to Stevie Wonder past 1980. Oh, well, you're missing out on True to Your Heart from the Mulan soundtrack featuring 98 Degrees. He's got a fucking... I love the tone of the synth or whatever it is on Isn't She Lovely. It's so fucking... like, it's got like an accordion sort of like breathiness to it. And then he hits the harmonica. So I'm about to hit like a 17 anecdote combo. So I've been listening to more Bob Dylan again. Sorry, but he's the GOAT. I'm laughing. Track 1 off of the Rolling Thunder review is Tonight I'll Be Staying Here With You. Maybe the best live version of a song he's ever done. Track 2 is the kind of semi-ska version of It Ain't Me, Babe. It always makes me laugh because he finishes singing like 2 minutes into the song, and the song's about 4.5 minutes long. So he finishes singing, and then the band kind of grooves for like a minute, and nobody in the crowd does anything. And then he hits the harmonica in the last 45 seconds, and they go fucking nuts. They're like, how long is he gonna tease us, man? Two songs, no harmonica? The crowd erupts when he pulls out the harmonica. It's crazy. Good song. It's got some fucking... The lyric... you know what? I think Bob Dylan's worst lyrics are some of his best. Go away from my window. Leave at your chosen speed. No shit, dude. That's what I do always, I guess. I'm not the one you want, babe. I always be moving at my chosen speed, man. Terrible blonde on blonde impression. Listen, kid, It Ain't Me, Babe is probably on, I don't know. It might be Bringing It All Back Home, but it's way earlier than that. And also, this shit's from the 70s. Bro was gleeked out, okay? If you haven't heard the Rolling Thunder Review Bootleg Series Part 5, shut the fuck up. Wait till you hear what he sounds like now. There is it. It's not even like that. Isn't it? I don't know. Spirit on the water. Injured by a third party. Injured. Injured strikes me as the direction. Third parties. Parties, I want to say, is a quinceañera. Party strikes me as a definition. Let me see an indicator. Injured. Some neighboring letters are injured or hurt. Okay, well, by a third is 8 letters long. Birthday. You fucker. Today is your birthday! Da-da-da-da-da-da. It's my birthday too, yeah! You say you had a good time. Oh, that's huge. That is kind of like Mariah, man. It's on another side of Bob Dylan. I'm not fucking with that dude, okay? I'm not fucking with that dude until It's All Right, Ma, I'm Only Bleeding. I'm not fucking with any of the come gather around children wherever you roam. That's not my fucking fight, okay? I'm starting at bringing it all back home and I'm riding it through until Desire, and then I'm hopping off and I'm getting back on at Time Out of Mind. Freewheeling's essential. Ain't no use to sit and wonder why, babe. If and you don't know by now, I'll pick and choose a couple of good ones. Nashville Skyline, no shot, man. Kermit the Frog album, third best album the Muppets ever made. Call me when he does a Talking Heads cover again. I'm a Blood on the Tracks guy. You, me, and everyone we know, brother. Miranda July. I was going to stick my tongue out for some reason. I don't know. I'm kind of on one right now.